Hey, what's going on, everybody?
What's going on, everybody?
This is the 27th episode of the Just Like Brothers podcast. Wherever you may be watching, we'd like to wish you a very Merry Christmas and happy holiday season and Happy New Year as well, early. But my name is Lyko BB, as always. To my right is Kai Jones, the owner of WJG Sports, and as you can see, we have croissants. Croissants. And I don't know why we decided to do this, but I mean, it is Christmas Eve. We just decided to do
Why not?
something.
You know what?
Yeah.
We just finished the all WJG football team.
And award winners, correct?
And award winners. Finished up games of the top 10 games of the year, top 10 plays of the year. We're going to get the top 10 plays and the top 10 games of the year out on December 24th. And then, of course, on Christmas, we'll drop the all WJG team.
And award winners, yes.
Yes.
So, but our sole purpose here today is we're not just to announce that we have that ready for you. And the croissants. But it's also the holiday season, which also means high school basketball in the Hoop State is in full swing, really. We talked a little bit about the John Wall Holiday Invitational with some of our previous guests, Charles Clark, Miles Basketball. We'd like to thank them again for being on the show. But we're going to try and keep it towards the WJG and I guess we can call it Strikers area, if you will. But we're gonna talk about some of the tournaments that are going to be taking place after Christmas. Where would you like to start, Kai? Never mind. I guess he's going to take a bite. I guess I'll choose where to start.
We'll go.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we could do that. The Pitt County tournament. I could recap the girls to start. The girls event featured some high-level basketball. In the end, it was the D.H. Conley Vikings who took the championship. I believe it was 54-50 over North Lenore. Played a really good game and a really good tournament. They played well. South Central stumbled a little bit after the first day. Lost their last two against Laney and North Lenore in the semifinals. Laney in the consolation game. But Aiden Griffin and Washington were also out there. Rose was out there too. The basketball is pretty good. I know all those teams are they're kind of building towards the next few months because, conference play is going to kick into high gear. I can't wait to see that Conley and South Central matchup. It's going to be a very good game between two teams that are extremely good and extremely young. I know TJ Edwards' cousin, Kyla Silver, is that his name? Is a freshman for Conley that's played great. I think she's their team's leading scorer.
Right.
You got Jenna Wooten, who's back as a senior. For South Central, you got Kayla Friend, Amari Palmer, Kayla Smith. It's a really good team they got. So I personally can't wait for that matchup. I was really glad I got to see some of the games out there. But for the boys, we got Green Central, North Lenore, Rose, Conley, Ada Grifton. Am I missing anybody?
North Pitt?
Oh, yeah, North Pitt, I think, is in it as well. I forgot the North Pitt girls had a good showing, too. But, yes, the boys' tournament is going to be pretty good. You know how much I've talked about Rose and how much they've been off to a great start this year.
Of course, a lot of luster lost on it with South Central not being in it also as well.
Well, they weren't in it last year.
But still, then Farmville's
Farmville's not in it. They're at the John Wall this year. I mean,
right.
Of course, they've played really well so far.
And, of course, Green Central no longer has a Majay Dodd, so...
Man, I just could imagine this 1 year ago if we had South and Farmville here.
Yeah, that would have been crazy. You probably get Green Central, South, Greenville.
You get
Green
South Central and Farmville, maybe?
Yeah, you probably get that in the championship game.
Truthfully, I'm just glad that this tournament's going to be, I think it's going to be back at Rose. Nonetheless, Rose is the top seed.
Right.
They're 7-0 to start the year.
Right.
And they had some close games, but they found a way to get through it. Coach James Rankins has done a great job over there, as always.
Right.
Conley's still trying to figure themselves out a little bit with Rob Maloney. But he's a great coach, and I know he's going to have those boys ready by the end of the season. They're going to be good.
Yeah, they had Southern Wayne the other day, and they just executed the crap out of it and ended up taking a win.
Yeah, conference opener, yeah.
Yeah, at Dudley. And Dudley. Did you try the croissants? The croissants are lovely.
Would you like? Well, not this one. Would you like? But yeah, Conley's going to be a tough out eventually. Green Central, I know they did lose not just Lamaje, they lost a great senior class, Dante Johnson, Shaquille Gay.
Right. Of course. But everyone knows Lamaje was the
yes.
He was the headliner.
Yes.
He was the Denzel Washington.
He was training day.
Yeah, he was the Denzel.
He was training day.
But
he's doing great things over at UNCW. So is Shaquem Phillips, who's got CAA Rookie of the Week. We got to congratulate him on that.
Right.
But
of course, when you look at this tournament, I think this is a great opportunity for Green Central to find themselves as a team.
Yep, I agree.
You're going to get a
I'd
chance
say
to
North
play
Pitt
some
too.
teams.
I know that North Pitt's 0-7. This is a chance for them to maybe get on the board this week. Maybe.
I don't know.
Aiden Griffin. Same with Aiden Griffin. I think Aiden Griffin, North Lenore, and North Pitt. I think this is a good chance for them to grow a little bit too. I agree with you on Green Central. This would be it'll be great for them if they can win this tournament.
I think Green Central should win this tournament. Just looking at talent. Of course, you are very big on Rose.
I am.
Conley, I think, should have a good showing to go to at least 2-1 in this tournament.
I agree. By the way, I definitely respect that opinion on Green Central. I feel like on paper they should win it.
Yeah, on paper they should.
So once again, the Rose Rapids are. I said that they would be one of the two most improved teams that I covered. They've so far been. I would say that's pretty good. I mean, if you already double your win total in your first 7 games, I think that's a good start. But this is a good tournament for them as well. It's a good tournament for everybody.
Yeah, I think this is a very even tournament. I think every team in this could win it. I don't think that you're going to get every team to have a good showing in this tournament, but I do think every team has a chance to win at least 1 or 2 games. Green Central should win it though.
I'm with it. I think
I would love to see Green Central with JH Rose in the championship game.
I think that would be great. Truthfully, I think Rose is. I think that with a year of what happened last year, all their players have grown. Aaron Murphy, Jaquavion Latham, Alkavion Waller, Kevin Hamilton, who's great on the football field as well. I think if they could meet in the championship game, that would be a very high level game.
Right.
And I think it would I feel like it would determine where both teams are really at, you know?
Right.
But enough of that. Let's go to one of yours in your area. How about we'll go John Jacobs. What did you say?
John Jacobs, of course, Cleveland and West Johnston boys will be in it, as well as Cleveland and West Johnston girls. And Clayton girls probably play, I think, the best first round matchup, boys and girls, in this tournament when they play Cape Fear Academy. Cape Fear Academy comes in 9-3. They have 2 scorers who are over at 42 points per game.
Combined.
One is at 23, one's at 19. I believe it's Kaya Simmons and I forget the other girl's name. Chloe something, I forget it.
But I think they're coming off a loss to Wayne Country. They beat them.
Yeah, Wayne Country they beat them.
But that's a good team, though.
Really, to me, I think that this is going to be a great chance for Dariana Howard to show how elite she is. And right now, she's been running point guard a little bit for Clayton. She's also
point forward, Dariana Howard.
She's also been very great in the post. To me, I think you look into the future, 3 or 4 years at the projection she's on right now. You're looking at a type of player who's going to be definitely a Division I athlete, and you could possibly see some high majors come and look at her.
I definitely agree with that. She's got the attributes already.
And
once again, she's what 6'1", 6'2", and she's
6'2". She's a freshman. She's averaging 15
freshman
points.
class, boys and girls, is ridiculous in the WJG area.
She's averaging 15 points per game, 7 rebounds, and then I believe 3 blocks as well. So she is on a great path right now, and I think what really helps her is that she's at Clayton with Marlon Lee, who's already developed a 2,000-point scorer in Aisha Todd.
Who's also doing great things.
Shout out to her. She won I forget which tournament it was, but she won tournament MVP for Liberty.
I mean, are we surprised?
No,
this is a girl that got double teamed the entire playoff game. I mean,
she is.
That's pretty legendary.
Yeah,
I would say that's still one of my favorite things I've ever seen.
Yeah, Yeah, of course, Eastern Wayne won that game, so it worked. But that's still pretty surreal to see it. But yeah, I think that would be
this
the
is a
top
good
matchup.
Yeah, that would be.
Of course, you could see Cleveland. Cleveland's first matchup is against Nash Central, who I believe is kind of struggling right now.
The Cleveland girls or both?
Both.
Oh yeah, that's right. I feel like Cleveland boys. This is a chance for them to continue to improve.
I think that they should win this tournament pretty easily. I don't foresee anyone who could really stop them. West Johnson's first matchup is against Wake Christian. I think that's a winnable game, but
they've been struggling. Wildcats have been struggling to start the year.
Yeah, they
have 2-7.
Yeah,
they did. But hey, if there's any good news, they did just get that second win over Franklinton.
Right.
Maybe.
So I think for the John Jacobs, Cleveland boys should win.
Honestly, I think Cleveland.
And I think Cleveland girls should win this as well. If they can get past Cape Fear Academy.
Mm-hmm. I definitely agree with that.
That's good.
The croissants are good. It's just I'm probably waited too long to eat them.
Got a little hard after the microwave? Yeah. It's okay, man. Slide it in there with butter, baby. Slide it in there with butter.
But anyway, John Jacobs should be a good tournament out in Joko.
And then, of course, there's going to be also South Johnston.
That's right. They're playing. Oh, yeah, the South Johnston Princeton matchup might be one of the best first round of anybody.
I think it's the best first round event of everyone. You got South Johnston coming in 8-0, the only undefeated team in
the WJG area, I think. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Because Wind Country Day dropped 2.
Right.
Cleveland, I saw them. They dropped 2.
Wellsboro, of course, dropped their first one to Southern Wayne.
But
official one to Southern Wayne.
Yeah, they're coming.
Yeah, they're coming.
We'll get to them in a second.
Yeah, we're gonna get to them in a second, of course.
But
of course, there's gonna be a preview up online to all of these great games.
Speaking of online, as he just mentioned, the WJG Sports website has kind of been messed up a little bit.
Yeah, so
but it's
we're
back.
We're back.
Yeah. WeGenerateSports.com/WP. We back.
Make sure you're checking it out. We're gonna try to keep content updated there every single day, especially over Christmas break.
But to continue with the tournament,
right, with the tournament and
with the South Johnston tournament.
South Johnston Princeton, that is a matchup that really I wish would have happened last year. Both teams, they won the most games last year, and they currently come in.
One's 8-0, and the other's
6-1.
6-1.
Which
one
is,
loss to Clayton.
One loss to
Clayton.
One
very good game against Clayton.
Right.
Too.
So that means these two teams have won the most games over the past 2 seasons. Like I said, last year I would have loved to have seen it, but I think this year's going to be a really good version of it. CJ Ray comes in averaging 22.
And Presidente, the president.
The president. CJ Ray.
That is a great nickname.
Yeah, that is.
For someone who's
the reason we call him the president is because he handles business on the court, he handles business in the classroom, and because he's very hard to get in contact with.
Great student.
So, yeah, but he comes in averaging 22.5 points per game, 12 rebounds as well.
Added a wing game.
Yeah, at his added wing game, I believe he made 5 3-pointers against North Johnson, I believe it was.
Yeah, their last game.
Yeah, and he is continuing to grow, and I think he's really helped his chances at playing high-level college basketball. He is, he's just simply a really good basketball player.
He's going up against.
He's dominant in the post. Yeah.
This
is going to be a great test for both teams. And consider South Johnston's probably going to see the best group of guards that they're going to see pretty much all year long. I mean, you could argue Cleveland and Clayton's guards might be better or not. I would personally take the Princeton guards.
This is a show where you state your claim. So I mean,
right.
Kai's making his take. I love it.
That's my take. But when you look at Princeton, what they like to do, they like to push the tempo, they like to get up and down, they like to bother teams defensively in the passing lanes and on the dribble.
But in South Johnston,
South Johnston, very slow. They like to slow the tempo down, control the pace, move the ball around, get a lot of player movement, find the best available shot, really manipulate the fact that there's not a shot clock in high school basketball. This is
in this state.
Yeah, in this state. This is one of those teams that people would probably say this is why we need a shot clock for. Because
but hey, if you win games the way that they play, you gotta give it to them. They won't. There ain't no.
They execute until they eventually win the game 59-51. That's how they prefer. They have not allowed a team to score more than 50 points all year long. Princeton has not had a game where they've scored less than 57. And of course, the one loss to Clayton,
they scored 71. So yeah.
So with all
this
that
really is a clash of styles.
Yeah. With all that being said, this is going to be a really fun game. I'm going to enjoy being there for that game. It's probably the only game I get to actually take in at the South Johnston Christmas tournament, considering it is a Friday game. Friday. It is the last game of the night, so it is the headliner. But earlier that day, of course, CB Aycock will be playing Triton.
And Triton is a team that I saw a lot over the summer.
Right. Both teams are close to 500.
Yeah, Aycock has won, I think, 3 of their last 4 games, right. I want to say. And they're still trying to find themselves. They're they play similar to South Johnston. They will execute. They will execute until they get a good shot. I mean, they will take a shot if it's good enough. But they have players that have stepped up for them. They've had Ashton Peranzini off the bench. You know Charles Walker's going to score. You know Lajuan Moore, just like football, he's a straight athlete. You know it.
Yeah.
I feel like they need contributions from their other guys, and I know I've talked to some of them about it. They know who they are. Myron Pondexter is one of them. I know he starts. He's a dynamo defensively. He gets the best player every night. But maybe if he could chip in a few points for them here and there, it's going to make them a better team.
I believe they're 5-4 right now.
Yeah,
I believe. And
I think it'll make them good. That's a pretty good first matchup
for
both teams.
Then, of course, you could get in the second round for that tournament. You could get Aycock versus Princeton, which I think
another clash of styles,
or Aycock versus South Johnston, which will be a great test for South Johnston. Because I think if you put South Johnston in the 3A, 4A South, the 3A, 4A Eastern Carolina Conference, I think they'd probably finish first or second.
I know that's this year. I would say they have a good shot at it.
Yeah, yes. Now of course last year, everyone knew who was going to run that conference last year.
But
we are. But anyway, that's going to be a good one. Of course, on the girls' side, you get Princeton versus South Johnston girls. South Johnston girls have not been very good this year, but I think it'll be a good chance for Princeton to get back on the right, on the uptick.
Yeah, get their season trending back. Yes.
Yeah, especially considering that they've lost 2 straight games, one to North Johnson, one to Clayton. But then I think you could get a Princeton versus CB Aycock girls game, which I think could be a good game. That could be a very good girls game.
Coach Page's team is 6-4. They played really well. So
and I think this is great.
You know, Coach Wooten's team is going to be good.
Right.
So.
I think this is great for both teams when you consider that last year they both got around 6 or 7 seed last year, which of course is good for two playoff games. But I know both of those teams have championship aspirations, and they're hoping to get closer to that 4 or 5 top seed, so that you're looking at a better chance of hosting 3 to 4 playoff games.
Absolutely.
Versus having to go all the way to East Carteret or having the 10th seed, which is normally like the second best seed.
Yeah. But personally for me, just before we get wrapped up, it is good to see the Triton boys team playing pretty all right. I mean, 5-4 is a good start.
Right.
Especially a team that's trying to find themselves as well. I mean,
right.
Of course, I'm really excited.
The Holiday Invitational at North Johnston.
That's right. North Johnston and Rosewood are both in
it.
I think they are going to play each other.
Raleigh,
Rosewood plays Falls Lake,
which will be a very good test for Rosewood. A 1A charter school, of course they hate charter schools, but Falls Lake Academy is a very good charter school, and that should be
Raleigh charter as well. They're playing.
Raleigh charter is not very good. this year.
Oh, they're not. But they are playing North Johnson.
Yeah,
okay.
I believe they're 3-8 this year right now.
Okay.
Which of course could be much needed for North Johnson to sit on there right now. They are currently, I believe, 2-8.
Yeah, it would be good for them. They could pick up a couple wins here.
Right. This last year they won their own tournament, so this year it would be good to continue winning at home.
They got to get some wins because once they get the Eastern Plains 2A,
it doesn't get easy. You got Benningfield.
You got Farmville Southwest, Edgecombe. You got
Benningfield.
You got
Avery Huggins, who's going to be impossible for you.
He's an unbelievable player, man.
If you're North Johnston, because you don't have that type of size and
then North Pitt, I think they can get North Pitt if they have a good showing.
Yeah, and see, I think there's one more team.
I think we got everybody. Yeah, North Johnston, North Pitt, Benningfield, Farmville, Southwest, and North. There's one more. You're right. Dang, how did we forget? Nash Central.
Nash Central rules.
I was gonna say I know there was one team that's close.
Yeah, there we go.
But that's a game they can get a game against Nash Central. Maybe.
Yeah. So
North Johnson need
Rosewood of course could use this tournament to bolster their season so far.
Yeah.
Of course.
They're good. They're a good team. It's just that.
Of course, North Johnson girls can use this tournament as well to bolster. I keep on.
No. It's true, but you're right.
There's a lot of teams right now in that tournament who could really use the opportunity to get better.
Yes, facts. And of course,
the big one, of course, is the FCA tournament.
Yes.
Well, before we get to them, we forgot Clayton is playing in. The tournament.
Clayton boys?
Yeah, Clayton boys are actually playing in a tournament, and their first game is going to be against Wilson Prep. Wilson Prep is, of course, one of the better. I think they're one of the dark horses in the 1A East. They consider that now with Anthony Atkinson, the former Globetrotter, and then of course as their coach now, then Nasir Blackston is a man. You got a man. That guy's a man. And I think they have Devin Bullock as well now. Of course, I covered Wilson Prep last year. I was going to say, they were a pretty good team last year. I think this year now, not playing in the cast, it's a new challenge, different for them. But I think they've done well so far. I believe they're 8-2.
Mm-hmm. They beat North Lenore early in the season.
Right, and I think that a lot of people aren't respecting them. I think this could be a chance for them to grab some respect. And it also could be a good chance for Clayton to really get a chance to see or another really good 1A team. Shouts to them for being able to play against those 1A teams. I'm not sure which tournament they're in because it doesn't say on Max Preps, and also because can't find the schedule for the actual tournament. But that is a good first round matchup. It's going to be, of course, I'll be previewing that game as well.
Okay, but now
the FCA.
Well, the main event.
Yeah, the main event is definitely.
That was my very bad rendition of the echo on the. It was bad.
Yeah, that's all right.
I'm very sorry, everybody. It's December 23rd. We're
putting out croissant, brother. Eat a croissant.
Yeah, okay. Go, all right, just tell them about the
FCA. That is
cruising down the corner on a hot summer's day.
Yeah,
it's a basketball tournament called the FCA. Go ahead.
Okay. So I think that is going to be the tournament where I'm going to spend the majority of my time at, starting with Wayne Day, Spring Creek.
Wayne County matchup.
Of course, assistant coach Nick Oates is actually the one who trains Spring Creek's best player, Tyrese Artis.
And he also trains a whole bunch of other players with We Up Athletic Group. You know, it was proud sponsor of WGG Sports.
Exactly. Of course. There we go. We are
take your game up a level with We Up Athletic Group.
Exactly. So. That is going to be interesting to see Nick against one of his players. I'm sure he'll be the one who's running point on putting together the defensive game plan for how to stop him.
He's probably going to see some jump defense at some point.
Yeah, it's going to be hard for Tyrese.
That's how good of a player he is. That's why I'm going with that.
Tyrese, of course, already holds D2 offers.
Of course he does.
From Belmont Abbey.
Yep.
He's a really good player.
Yes.
I think this one's going to be too much for him. I think Wayne Country Day is going to come through and probably win by 30 or 40 points.
I was going to say Wayne Country Day's got too much guard.
But I think.
But this could be a good tournament for them.
It's a good chance for Spring Creek to get better.
Yes.
Because under the next game of the day will be Southern Wayne versus Arundel Parrott, which I think is a good game for both teams. Both teams kind of struggling a little bit right now. I believe Parrott has actually been on more of a winning streak, but I think they're at 5-8 right now.
Yes.
They have one of the top freshman point guards in the East.
Samir Moore,
averaging 10 points per game. He's been pretty good, of course.
With that one.
Yeah. Which of course he is Taj Moore's little brother. Taj actually plays at Pitt Community College now.
He's a hooper too.
Yeah, he's a hooper. Of course, Kinston. That's all they produce.
The K.
Right. Yeah. Of course, they'll be at the John Wall. So.
Yeah, I can't wait to see them play. They play Moravian in their worst game. That matchup, that wing matchup between Josh Hall and Dodgers.
Yeah.
Continue with the FCA,
I know this would be a good chance for them to get back on track. And
yes.
Of course, if those
for Spring Creek, yes.
I believe Southern Wayne will win.
Oh, Southern Wayne, yes.
And so Southern Wayne would then face Wayne Country Day. Arundel Parrott would then see Spring Creek, which I think that's a good matchup for both teams, a good chance for both teams to kind of get better. For Spring Creek, you see more elite guard play, but you see it at a lesser level to me, right now. And then also for Arundel Parrott, you get to see a really good wing in Tyrese Artist. For Wayne Country Day and Southern Wayne, I'm sure Southern Wayne is going to play probably their best game of the season.
Of
course,
I would hope they play their best 3 games of the year this week because they're on a 4-game losing streak after starting 5-0.
Right.
And
I think includes a 40 piece.
Oh yeah, a 40-piece McNugget with all the sauces.
Plenty of sauce. Plenty of sauce on it against.
I said they hit them with a third quarter run. I called them the Goldsboro State Warriors. That's how it looked.
Yeah, that was tough.
They
need to get that Arundel Parrott win. And of course, Nick will once again see two more of the guards he trains. It's hard to play any. It's hard to see any team that has elite guard play that's not Up athletic guards.
When you look at Tyrese, Jamari Leach.
Jamari Leach, of course, is averaging 19 points per game.
Bullock?
Christian Bullock, yes, he's averaging 17 points per game.
We can talk about Goldsboro against Wayne Christian.
Yeah, of course, we're going to talk about that. And then we consider David Brewer as well, who's averaging 15 points per game for Southern Wayne.
He does a lot of good things.
So, there's a lot of great players from the We Up Athletic Group playing in this tournament.
If you want to take your game up a level, We Up Athletic Group, there you go. Just call Coach Oates up.
And
he'll get you right.
Yeah, he'll get you right for sure. And then, of course, we go to
you said
Goldsboro. Wayne Christian will be the third game of that day.
Jaquan
Curry, the leading scorer in the WJG sports area,
he's
under 28 points per game.
Just
sophomore guard, just a really good scorer. Has every opportunity.
Athletes in general. He played football too.
Yeah, played football. Just a really good scorer. He's a really good scorer. I haven't gotten a chance to see him yet, but it should be exciting considering that had he chosen to go to public school, he would have went to Goldsboro, as a lot of those Goldsboro kids are good friends with him. So I expect for them to try to hold him to 0.
Yeah, I was going to say, speaking of a player that might see jump defense himself.
I'm sure they can throw.
I'm sure Kroom's got something. I know he's got something. He's a great coach, man. I love Coach Kroom. I think this is set up because I know Community Christian and Coastal is the other matchup, right? But this is kind of set up to where if they take care of business, we don't want to look ahead, but
of course,
the potential matchups are
Goldsboro and Wayne Country Day, which I think that is the 2 best teams in the WJG area.
Man, that would just be
Jaden Cooper versus Xavier Atkinson, Christian Bullock versus
Raven and Best.
I've
got Corey versus Julian and Vontae.
Yeah, I think ultimately Wayne Country Day would win just when you consider that their size.
I feel like Goldsboro has depth, but I feel like the guard play of Wayne Country Day.
Now, I will say, if Wayne Country Day just shows up and believes that we have enough talent and that is going to be it,
no.
Yes.
They're
going to have to come and play a
They have to play. I think they got to play their A game against Goldsboro.
I don't think they have to.
Because I know, Goldsboro wants to play them.
I think Goldsboro's going to play their A game, but I don't think Wayne Country Day has to play their A game. I just think they have to play a good game and respect the competition. Because Goldsboro is coming for heads. That's why I tell you. Yeah, you know this. I don't have to tell you that. Right. That's a team. They remember what happened against Southern Wayne that first game, their first real game. That kind of ticked them off a little bit. I know it did. Right.
They're not going to say it, but I know it ticked them off.
Oh yeah.
You see the way they played those last few games.
Yeah, they have played.
Very
well.
We need Goldsboro and Wayne Country Day. We need
it. Of course, Wayne Country Day against Southern Wayne, like I said. Then of course you could get a Goldsboro versus
not Wayne Christian.
Coastal Christian.
Coastal was at the ECI.
Or Goldsboro versus Community Christian, or you could get a Wayne Christian versus Community Christian, where you get Jaquan Curry versus Jimmy Forte, one of the best scorers in the state.
That's right. He does. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
that's a very, very good field.
Very good field, and I believe if you get a chance to see Goldsboro versus Wayne Country, I believe they're going to sell out Mount Olive. I think I saw
you tweet that out a little bit earlier.
I think that's going to be. Because everyone's buzzing about it. I go to the Eastern Wayne game, you hear about it.
Everyone wants Goldsboro Wayne Country Day, but at the same time, you got to remember, people were like. At the
and of course, you did get Southern Wayne against Wayne Christian as well.
Yeah.
And on that final day as well, too.
Oh, yeah, that's right, with consolation games, yes.
Right.
But we have to remember, most people want Goldsboro Wayne Country Day, which is great, right?
Right.
But at the Pitt County Girls Tournament, everyone expected, including myself, admittedly, that it would be South Central and Connolly playing in the championship game. North Lenore wasn't having it.
Yeah.
So they got to come out and take care of business.
Yeah, because I believe Southern Wayne's going to give Wayne Country Day their best punch as well.
Yeah, so, I know they'll be up for it, especially after that losing streak.
Wayne Country Day, they have the most talent in this tournament. I think they're really just the thing about it is coming out there and making sure they play and respect everybody who they play.
100%.
Because if they don't, and they come out thinking, hey, we got the most talent, we're going to be trying to... I'm trying to get 20 tonight. I'm trying to get 20. I'm trying to get 20. If everyone's trying to get 20, they're not playing basketball together just because they think we're superior talented.
Because
you're going to see
once again, best believe all three games. I don't care what the results are. Those opponents that they could potentially play are going to give them their best shot. But nonetheless, FCA.
We got one more. I forgot one more. Ferris and Ferris. Triple S is going to be.
Oh yeah.
Ferris at Wilson. Triple S boys, of course, are 1-7. Have lost 5 games by 1 possession or less.
They lost a 4 overtime game
by
too,
1
right?
possession, and lost a 4 overtime game as well recently.
The record shows us 1-7, but it's like,
Yeah.
They left a few out there. I'm sure Coach Cuddington knows they left a few out there.
And then, of course, they're going to get a chance to play Hunt.
Yeah.
And then they'll probably play
Fike, maybe?
Either Fike or Benningfield. One of the two after that.
We did talk about Benningfield with Avery Huggins there. And I saw Fike against Acock. They had a really good young guard on their squad, Fike. It's going to be a good tournament for Triple S.
I think Triple S girls versus Hunt girls is going to be the best matchup that we see out there.
Because
Hunt has Amani Sutton, who is an absolute sniper. Then also Hunt has Bria Griffith, who is one of the most talented players that I've seen as a girl. She has the Division I body. She's around 6 feet, 6'1", and she's really a guard forward.
Coach Pate might have told me about Benningfield having a post player too.
Yeah. Benningfield also has a 6'2" post player.
I forgot her name.
6'3", Michaela Everett.
Yes.
She's
a bugger too.
When she wants to get down low, she is almost impossible to stop at the high school level. I mean, she's one of those girls who also has Division I looks as well. But then, of course, Triple S girls, they come in 6-2.
One of the top teams in the WJT area for sure.
Yeah. Anthony Council told me, he was like, this is probably the best girls team I've seen in some years.
Wow.
Of course, he's a Smithfield son.
Shout out to man.
Yeah. Of course, he's redshirting at Fayetteville State, so I saw him at the Princeton versus Clayton game, and he looks like he's enjoying redshirting and just learning about basketball. But yeah, the Triple S girls, they have Kalia Peacock, Kayla Robertson, Zanaya Thager. They're all just playing a lot better this year. They had to grow up. I mean,
I was going to say, that's one of those teams that you have multiple players that all improve.
Yeah.
I got a team like that. Watch some boys come like that.
Yeah, they had a bunch of sophomores and a bunch of freshmen on that team last year. And now I think they're truly seeing the benefits.
Boys are like that too.
Yeah, the benefits of it where now these girls are growing up, and then you add a great freshman, Kayla Robertson, who can, as that post presence that you really need, that wing presence that you need. Kalia Peacock comes in at the highest score for them with 16 points per game. Kayla Robertson also comes in with 12 points per game. Zanaya Thager at 10. So you're looking at a team right now who I think is probably, I think they should finish second or third in the GNRC this year.
Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like Clayton would probably be the favorite.
Clayton, I think, should be the favorite. East Wake will also be a tough glass of water.
I just got to get that
Appreciate it, brother.
I did get that.
So, yeah, the Greater News Rivers Conference, I think it's actually going to be a lot funner than the girls. I think the only real, I think that it's going to be a 14 race, really.
Yeah.
For the boys, of course, I think it's going to be Cleveland, Clayton,
South Johnson,
of course, yeah, and then East Wake.
East Wake got
so I think it's going to be a 400 race for boys and girls. It's going to be very competitive.
Yeah, we got to get some love to those lady hoopers, man.
Yeah,
I was going to say, I know you mentioned this earlier today. Our coverage. We got a lot of content, of course. We're gonna get a lot of girls highlights up as well, just to make sure we showcase how great they are.
Right.
Of course, I think you're gonna have Clayton and Cape. Are you gonna see that Clayton and Cape Fear girls game? Or
I will not be able.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be. Oh yeah.
Today Spring Creek will be playing at that time, so I won't be able to make it out there. But hey, I think I should be able to get.
We're gonna get a lot.
Yeah.
These ladies are they're gonna put on a show.
Yeah.
I'm sure we're gonna see some great games from them, 100%.
For sure.
I'm sure Darion Howard didn't she have like a 25-point game against Princeton?
25 against Princeton, and they did not let her, and they pretty much took her out most of the fourth quarter, and second half they took her foot off the gas. So she could have had a 40 or 50 piece easily. She's ridiculous. Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of a girl I cover at Farmville Central named Maya Joyner.
Yeah, of course I was sitting courtside at the Princeton Clayton game with Coach Jay Wilson at
Princeton alum and Green Central head coach Jay Wilson.
Right.
And friend of the show.
And of course friend of the show, yeah, absolutely. He I think the first play of the game, she hit a post spin, and Jay was like, all right, that's all I need to see. He's like, if I was a college coach right now, he's like, yeah, that's all I need to see. We'll be back. We'll be back.
I'll come back. We'll run it back sometime. Thank you.
She really,
I'm head out.
Yeah.
I am.
Of course, Amaya Joyner, she's definitely a high major.
Ridiculous. She's off to a great start this year, as is the Farmville girls. The Farmville girls have been just about as good as the boys. I know they did take one really bad loss on the chin to National Christian over at Nightdale, I want to say.
Yeah.
But that's a great team they play, of course. Yeah. But they're going to be right back in the state championship conversation this year. As are the Kinston girls. The North Lenore girls are going to make some noise. Coach Mooring and South Lenore are going to be good, too. Conley and South Central, I talked about them. We get treated to some good girls basketball around here. Right? And basketball in general. We here in the Hoop State are very blessed, I must say. Yeah. But that preview was pretty good. The preview of all the tournaments, you got all the WJG squads, Green Central in the Pitt County tournament. We got some good basketball coming your way. I'm sure Kai's got some highlights ready to go, right?
Yeah, we will be cooking.
But, man, I can't believe it's already the end of the decade, man. Isn't it crazy?
Yeah. I think this is going to be our last show of the year / decade. But
wait, do we have one more? Or are we doing top 10 plays? Or?
No, we're gonna do another show once you get back from the John Wall.
Wait.
Oh, what's that? Are you going to DC right after John Wall?
Yeah.
Oh, so this will be our last show in 2019.
I was gonna say maybe we could do something quick because I will be coming back here after this on Thursday night. I think I'll be coming back then.
You're good.
I was gonna say I feel like
this is a good show to end it on.
I feel like we've had a crazy. We have to really thank everybody. I mean, this 6 months of WJG Sports. I think we Journal Great Sports.
Christmas makes it officially 6 months. I think we made a lot of progress. I mean, we're almost at 600 subscribers. We're close to 4,000 watch hours.
We're getting really close because of you guys. I mean,
yeah, we appreciate all the support and everything that y'all do for us. And
I'm just glad the people. I'm really thankful for the people in Wayne and Johnson County specifically. They've kind of taken me in and.
I mean that's the thing, man. Johnson County they show love. Wayne County we show love.
People finally know people know me and not as Kai Jones' brother, but as Lyco BB. You know.
Yeah.
They probably still have trouble with pronouncing my name, but I mean, who hasn't?
I think everyone does.
I mean, I was like, who hasn't gotten my name wrong? I mean, that's why people call me Striker all the time. That's one of the reasons. But
yeah.
I think Wayne and Johnson County, I'm really thankful for them, for their support of me, and I think we've had a great 6 months, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you too, man.
So, 27 episodes of the podcast. We had building blocks, we had basketball, football, we had volleyball content. We had everything, man.
Yeah.
And I'm sure we're gonna have some things planned for basketball season as the time comes.
Of course.
As it goes on.
Of course, we have a mini doc as well.
Yeah, and thank you for the support on that. To the people at Kinston High that were mad about the highlights, I'm really sorry about that. That is my mistake. It's just some things happened for that. But anyway, I'm really sorry about that. But anyway, once again, WJG Sports on all social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, you know, all the good stuff. Like you mentioned, the YouTube channel, of course. You can follow him at MMJ Kai Jones, me at StrikerNation24_. Support the Picture Man's photos as well, right?
Yeah, of course. Smugmug people.
LycoBB.smugmug.com. If you don't know how to spell my name, I mean, it's in my bio for Twitter and all that stuff. But support the Picture Man. If you could buy some photos, I will really.
It's 99 cents, people. Come on.
I mean,
it's one less than a chicken. Also,
shout out to the people at Washington County High School in Plymouth. Thank you for a great weekend out there. Really good hoops. And I think, the last thing we got to say is, once again,
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, that. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Why did you throw that? Well, that's a...
I thought I was going to do the LeBron thing where like it...
Oh, But that's a way to end the decade, huh?
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you. We'll see you in 2020. Peace out.